Good morning, my dear subscribers. You're welcome to Sunlight Grant channel, where we give you the latest of the UAAG disbursement funding. In case you're new on my channel, please don't forget to click on the notification bell and subscribe. In case we drop new videos, you'll be highly updated.
Reap the reward or the harvest of a waiting moment. The recent updates that is surrounding the long anticipated disbursement from the International Monetary Fund to Nigeria is stirring waves at the moment among the stakeholders, where everyone becomes itchy, edgy, agitated just for an omer of information. Beneficiaries, the pioneers, the stakeholders, everyone linked to this governmental fund or IMF fund are very optimistic, agitated, and high-spirited. And as the IMF team members were expected to return to Nigeria yesterday, and precisely others today, the atmosphere right now is charged, and it has been leading with a sense of expectancy. That is to say that everyone is in serious expectation for information and for what is next. We cannot really say that the atmosphere is silent now, but it's tensed. We're in a tensed moment. You know how to mitigate the date ranging from 17, 20, and some of the other dates as the case may be. But then you see that within these few days, 2-3 days, the fire is sparking in every quarter and every borders to ensure that disbursement is not shifted in any way. It won't be by God's special grace. So the significant development right now is with what we made to hear is a signal of hope. Yes, it's signaling hope. Is a critical phase in the journey towards our financial freedom, and the promise that is being awaited by many. This week is signaling hope, and the hope is really high. Is really high. So with the disbursement timeline right before us in session, that is to say that a new dawn for the pioneers is in sight. And with the return of the IMF representatives within yesterday, today, the disbursement to the government, NGOs, and the pioneers is expected to commence without further delay. And I see this as a pivotal transition from the anticipation to a concrete action. You know what that means? We cannot just keep expecting every time. We have to move on. We have to move on. There was a scripture that says that living off the principles of the doctrines of baptism, let us now move on to perfection. You understand? So I think we have waited for too long on this anticipation mode, and this is the time for us to get into action, bringing the vision of financial empowerment closer to reality. And I think the time is no other period than now. So it is essential for us to recognize that the first wave of disbursement is likely to prioritize the pioneer NGOs, and then this inadvertently will pave the way for for subsequent beneficiaries to follow in a structured and organized manner. All right, don't touch the dial. I'll be with you shortly and in a moment. All right, welcome back. This is Princess channel, the channel with legitimacy of information and updates that you could get on a regular basis, as when it comes to grant matters, cryptocurrencies, and other financial stuff that could earn you stability in destiny. Come to this channel, you get that for your field. All right, so others are expected to follow in subsequent fashion, which we call in a pari passu order. So this approach would ensure that pioneers who have borne the final weight, they were the one. Let me just say that right now it appears like they are the determining factor for disbursement to happen. You know, it's just the way that fate has it. Saving the last for first. They were the last to come in, but the first to be disbursed. But we don't care. We don't mind. We've waited for 7 years, 8 years within this grant ecosystem, and all we care about is let us be paid. You want to pay the government sector first, you want to pay the pioneer first, the CBN slot first, fine, that is okay by us. But as you pay them, pay us. Yes, pay us. So they are the first to experience this impact, and and this also approved as long as their own comes in. Once the pioneer NGOs receives their disbursement, it is expected that the subsequent beneficiaries, which are the normal beneficiaries, I call them, would seamlessly also follow. And this will establish a cascading effect of financial relief and growth among every one of us. I believe that. So maintain faith amidst this uncertainty that appears to be uncertain. It's actually certain, but to the many it appears like it's uncertain. But you know something? While hope hopes for it, faith has already received it. In the time of prolonged waiting, which you have experienced within this grant ecosystem, it is natural. It's natural for uncertainties to stir feelings of doubt and apprehensions. It is natural. It is not uncommon. But it is also crucial for you to remember that worry serves no constructive purpose. In fact, worry is pointless. So why would you worry? Anxiety not only clouds rational judgment about you, it undermines the essence of you having faith and being able to persevere. So if you are anxious, or if you are in anxiety mode, like the Bible puts it, said, be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplications, let your prayer or request be made known unto God. So your anxiousness, anxiety will get you in the state of irrational behavior, which will undermine the essence, the very essence of faith and the ability for you to be able to persevere. It won't help nothing. And as the community right now is in the waiting mode for further updates, we are also endeared. We are endeared to be patient. We are anticipated to get into a meaningful and insightful mood where within today or tomorrow we should get definitely some important message that should spice up our lives. It's imperative to adopt a mindset that is rooted in patience and hope, because within these 2 days it could be a defining moment of exhilaration and peace. The journey to this point has been marked by challenges. It has been marked by setbacks. It has been marked by a lot of pain and tiredness. Yet the present moment represents also an effort that we have to put in place, an advocacy and also a prayer, a timeline prayer that is expected to build us to the level of understanding that what God will do, definitely He won't leave it for man. He will perfect everything that concerns us. So to lose faith now would be to disregard the immense progress that is already achieved. Instead of you losing faith, it is essential to hold steadfastly to the belief that the long-awaited disbursement is not only certain, but it is also imminent for all and sundry. So as the doors are set to open for the pioneer NGOs, it's important for the entire grant community ecosystem to stand united, you are to offer support and encouragement to yourselves. To one another is expected. That's what we should do. Provide support, provide encouragement to yourselves. Unity fosters faith. Unity fosters hope. Unity fosters achievements. Rather than succumbing to fear or frustration, let this moment serve as an opportunity to reflect on the journey thus far and also embrace the positive transformation that lies ahead of each and every one of us. Faith must continue to be the guiding light for everyone. Just as a seed does not sprout the moment you plant it, no, but significant breakthroughs require time and nurturing. The foundation has been laid, the processes have been set in motion, the wheels are right in motion before us, and the commitment to disbursement remains undoubtful. Don't waver in this. We have entered into a season of fulfillment. The anticipated disbursement is not just going to be a breakthrough financially, it will also be a season of fulfillment and the realization of the long-held aspirations that God wants to bring to pass in 2025. The assurance that all is well must be allowed to resonate within every fiber of your heart and mind. It should dispel your fear. It should reaffirm your confidence and hope. And as we are in the moment of awaitement of the broadcast of the county director, as we await that official updates, let us stand firm in the conviction that our faith is being rewarded and the brighter days are just upon us. Stay connected to this channel for the latest updates as the disbursement journey unfolds. Remember that faith is not merely a feeling. Faith is not merely a feeling. It is an unyielding resolve to believe even when circumstances seem so uncertain. So keep your spirit high, keep your faith unwavering, and keep your vision focused on the impact that lies ahead of us. All of us are expected to be in this together. We're going to be impacted resourcefully, and this impact is going to last long in our very essence of being. So don't in any way be discouraged. Don't lose the focus. As long as the pioneers are being paid, you, that is the beneficiary in the regular base, you must be paid. You must be paid. So the prayer should be centered on God, open the doorways. Let the door be open. Despite they are coming last and they have to be paid first, now use them as a focal point to open the doorways for others in subsequent fashion. Once the pioneers are being paid by the IMF, the government slots, then it gets straight down to the grant handlers, the likes of the UAAG. Then you should expect the broadcast of the country director. He must speak whether he likes it or not. He would have to speak. He would have to speak. He's not speaking, but he will speak. I believe that before he commences his own disbursement, the county director would speak. At that time, you would know the modalities, the timeline, the timetable, the specifics of what you need to do. That's why it's important. Stay glued, don't be tired. Yes, you've been coming to all of this channel of updates at different times to get information from there. You can't be too tired right now that we're just at the brink of it. Don't forget, when the Israelites got almost to the Canaan land, they were at Kadesh Barnea. Right before them, the Canaan land was not too far anymore, just some distance away. After they've spent close to 40 years in the wilderness, journeying through those concrete wilderness, just few days to enter there, they were at Kadesh Barnea, the valley of decision. And they took a decision there and said, we are tired. If we can't see where we're headed, let us get back to where we're coming from. Let's make a captain amongst ourselves and return back to Egypt. We know where we're coming from. We have not seen where we're going. It's just a promise. And that singular act and statement, God was displeased. He said, because you thought within yourselves you want to return when I took you out under a powerful divine hand.